Good morning, children. Today we are going to see history, society, and culture in ancient Tamilagam. The Sangam Age. The Sangam Age. The word Sangam refers to the association of poets. That means a group of poets. The word Sangam refers to the association of poets who flourished under the patronage of Pandya kings at Madurai. They were under the patronage of Pandya kings. And this group of poets composed poems and they are known as Sangam literature. The poems composed by these poets are collectively known as Sangam literature. Moovendars, the three kings, the important three kings are the Cheras, the Cholas and the Pandyas. They were called Moovendars and our Tamilagam was under these three kings' control during the Sangam age. Before we see the sources, Arumuga Navalar from Jaffna. Jaffna means a seaport in North Sri Lanka. And U.V. Swaminatha Iyer and Thamodharan Pillai spent many years in retrieving, that means bring back, and in publishing the Tamil classics and the ancient Tamil texts. And these were written in, originally present in the palm leaf manuscripts. Now we see the sources. Inscriptions. What is inscriptions? Something written on stones, bricks, metal or other hard surface. They are called inscriptions. Now about the Sangam age, we can see in the inscriptions like Hadikumpa inscriptions of King Karavela of Kalinga. Then Pugalur inscriptions, Ashokan 2 and 13, and inscriptions found at Mangulam, Alagarmalai and Keedavalavu. All these places are present near Madurai. Now when you see about the copper plates, they were found in Velvikudi and Chinnamanur copper plates. Coins issued by the Cheras, Cholas, Pandyas and some chieftains of Sangam age and also Roman coins. Megalithic monuments, burials and hero stones. Excavated materials from, we have studied about these places in first term. Adichanallur, Arikamedu, Kodumanal, Puhar, Korkai, Alangulam and Urayur. Now when you see about the literary sources, Tolkapiyam, Ettutogai, Pattupaattu, Padinenkeezhkanakku, Pattinapalai and Madurai Kanji, epics like Silappadigaram and Manimegalai. When you see about the foreign notices, the Periplus of the Erythraean Sea, Ptolemy's Geography, Megasthenes Indica, Rajavali, Mahavamsa and Deepavamsa are the foreign notices. Tolkapiyam. What is Tolkapiyam? It is a Tamil grammar book. You are learning grammar in English? No. Same way for Tamil, you have to learn grammar from Tolkappiyam. And it represents the quality of Tamil language and the culture of Tamil people of the Sangam age. Now when you see about the time span, that is from 3rd century BC to 3rd century AD. What is the time span? The 3rd century BC to 3rd century AD. Children, when you see the boundaries of Tamilagam, Venkadam in the north and Kanyakumari in the south, and on the east and the west side it is bounded by sea. East and west side bounded by the sea. Okay. And when you see the age, what age you can say? Iron Age. Culture, megalithic. Megalithic means what? A big stone age. That is called a megalithic. And polity, kingship. Kingship. And then which are the dynasties ruled? Yes, the move in this. Who are they? The Cheras, the Cholas and the Pandyas. Cheras, when you see about the Cheras, they ruled over the central and north Travancore, Cochin, South Malabar and Kongu region of Tamil Nadu. And they use the emblem of bow and arrow. Children, we all know that the symbol of Cheras are bow and arrow. They use that emblem in the coins issued by the Chera kings. And the Paditru Pattu provides information about the Chera kings. When you take the Chera kings, Cheran Sengutuvan is a famous one. When he went on a military expedition to South India, military expedition means military travel to South India, he brought stones from the Himalayas. What he brought? He brought stones from the Himalayas for making the idol, that means statue for Kannagi, that is the famous epic character. Epic character from Silappadigaram. Which epic? Silappadigaram. He introduced Patini cult. What is that? Patini cult means nothing but worshipping guardian deity. That means Kannagi was worshipped as guardian deity. And this Cheran Sengutuvan's younger brother name was Ilango Adigal, and he was the author of Silappadigaram. Who was the author of Silappadigaram, children? Ilango Adigal. He only wrote Silappadigaram. The famous Chera kings, other prominent Chera rulers are Udayan Cheraladan, Imayavaramban Neduncheraladan, Cheran Sengutuvan, Cheral Irumborai. Cholas, Karikalan was the most famous of the Chola kings. The Kaveri Delta region remained the central part of Chola kingdom. This area was later known as Cholamandalam. What is that? Cholamandalam. That Kaveri Delta region later known as Cholamandalam. And this Karigalan defeated the combined army of Cheras and Pandyas and the 11 Velir chieftains who supported them at Venni. Venni is the place, there only he defeated the Cheras and Pandyas. And Karigalan built Kallanai across the river Kaveri in order to develop agriculture. Children, he built Kallanai. Who? Karigalan. Karigalan built Kallanai in order to develop agriculture, and their port Puhar attracted merchants from various regions of the Indian Oceans. Children, when you say about the Kallanai, it was constructed across the river Kaveri to divert water throughout the delta region. For what purpose? For irrigation, for agriculture. When it was built, Kallanai irrigated an area of about 69,000 acres. How many acres? 69,000 acres of land. Okay. The Pattinapalai gives an elaborate account of the trading activity during Karigalan's rule. The other prominent Chola rulers were Ilanchet Senni, Karikal Valavan, Kochenganan, Killi Valavan and Perunar Killi. Pandyas. The present day Tamil Nadu was ruled by the Pandyas. The famous Pandya king Neduncherian defeated Chera, Chola and the 5 Velir chieftains at Talayalankanam. So this Pandyan Neduncherian is praised as the Lord of Kurkai. He is praised as the Lord of Kurkai. Pandya country was well known for pearl hunting. And the Pandya kings issued many coins, and their coins have elephant on one side and a fish on another side. And one more Pandya king, Mudukudumbi Peruvaldi, issued coins to commemorate his performance of many Vedic rituals. Now we see other prominent Pandya rulers, Nediyon, Nanmaran, Mudukudumbi Peruvaldi and Neduncherian. Children, now we see about the titles assumed by the Moovendars. Cheran, Adavan, Kuttuvan, Vanavan, Irumburai are the titles assumed by the Cheras. And Cholas, Senni, Sembian, Killi, Valavan. And then Pandyan, Maran, Valudi, Cherian and Tennar. Now we see about the Moovendar. Who are they? Chera, Cholas and Pandyas. And the garland they used port, capital and symbols. Now we see about Cheras. They used Palmyra flour, Mussoorie, port name Mussoorie, capital Vanchi, Karur, we can say nowadays Karur. Symbols bow and arrow. Cholas, they used fig flower. Fig means Ati, we can say Ati flower. And the port name Puhar. Urayur was the capital of Cholas. Nowadays we are saying Puhar. And the symbol tiger. Pandyas, Margosa flower, that is nothing but a neem flower. The port name Korkai, capital Madurai, and the symbol of Pandyas, two fish. See, now apart from these three great kings, there were many brave independent chieftains, and we can call them chieftains. They were independent. And minor chieftains Ai, Velir and Kirar. Apart from the three great kings, that means apart from the Moovendars, there were several brave independent minor chieftains were also present during the Sangam age. The name Ai is derived from the Tamil word Ayar. Ayar means the shepherd. The Velirs, Velalars constituted the ruling and land owning class in the ancient Tamilagam. The famous Velirs were the 7 patrons. We call them as Kadayelu Vallalgal. They were Pari, Kari, Vori, Pagan, Ai, Adiyaman and Nalli. They were the popular and famous 7 patrons. Kirar was the village chief. Sangam polity, kingship. The kingship was hereditary. Hereditary பரம்பரையா அந்த அரசனோட ஆட்சிக்கு பிறகு அவங்களோட பிள்ளைகள் வந்து ராஜாவா வருவாங்க. அதுதான் வந்து ஹெரிடிட்ரி. The king was called Ko, Kon, Vendan, Mannan, Kotravan and Irevan. The eldest son of the king generally succeeded to the throne. The young ones were called Ilango, Ilancherian and Ilancherar, but the crown prince was known as Komahan. The king held daily darbar and he solved the quarrels, that is the disputes of his subjects. The income to the state was through taxation. Land tax was the main source of revenue and it was called Irai. The court, the king's court was called Arasavai and his throne was called Ariyanai. The king was surrounded by officials, distinguished visitors and court poets. Ambassadors were employed by the kings. Ambassadors na yaar appdin pathina தூதுவர்கள். அவங்கள வந்து they were employed by the kings. They played a significant, that means they played a important role. The king was assisted by a number of officials and they were divided into 2 groups, that is Aimperunkulu and Enberayam. In the Aimperunkulu 5-member committee, Enberayam means 8-member group. Army. The king's army consisted of 4 divisions: infantry, cavalry, elephant and chariot force. Infantry means Kaladpade, cavalry means Gudiraipade, elephant you all know. The army was known as Padai. The army chief was known as Thani Talevan. Children, the king's fort were protected by deep moats and trenches, and the place where they keep the weapons was known as Padai Kottil, and the war drum was worshipped as a deity. War drum was worshipped as a deity. Children, when you see about the law and justice, the final judgment was given by the king only. And in the capital town, the court of justice was called Avai. In the villages, Mandram served as the place for dispensing justice. In the cities, that means in the capital town, the court of justice was called Avai. In villages, it was called Mandram. Severe punishments were given to criminals. Children, severe punishments were given to criminals. Local administration. The entire kingdom was called Mandalam, and Nadu was the division of Mandalam, and Kurm was the subdivision of Nadu. The Ur was a village. It is classified into Perur, that means big village, Sirur, small village, and Mudur, an old village. And we can divide these villages depending on its population. Pattinam was the name given to a coastal town, and Puhar was the name given to a harbour town. The important towns were Puhar, Urayur, Korkai, Madurai, Musri, Vanji, Karur and Kanji. Now the land forms was divided into 5 thinais, and these thinais are also called ecoregion. What are they? Kurinji, Mullai, Marudam, Neidal and Palai. Now when you see the landscape, occupation, people and deity of these 5 thinais, where first we see about Kurinji. Palmyra flower. The landscape is mountain region, and the occupation of the people hunting and gathering. The name of the people Kuravar, Kuratiyar. Their deity, their god Murugan. Mullai. This is forest region, and their main occupation is herding. Aadu maadu mekkiradhu. And the people were called Ayar, Aichiyar, and their god was Mayon. Marudam, plains, that is fertile land. The main occupation is agriculture, and the name of the people Uravar, Uratiyar, god Indran. Neidal, coastal region. So the occupation of the people is fishing and salt making. The name of the people Paradavar, Nulatiyar. Their god Varnan. Palai, parched land. We can say desert. And their occupation is heroic deeds. Name of the people Maravar, Marathiyar. Their god Kottravai. Children, the land was classified according to the fertility. Marudam was called Menpulam. Menpulam means fertile land, and it produced paddy and sugarcane. The landscape, other 4 lands are there, no, except Neidal was called Vanpulam. Vanpulam means hard land, and it produced pulses and dry grains. Status of women. During those period, no restriction for women in social life, and they were learned and become wise. And during that period, 40 women poets had lived and left behind their valuable works. When you see about the marriage life, it was a matter of self-choice, but chastity was considered the highest virtue of women. And sons and daughters had equal shares in their parents' property. Religious beliefs and social divisions. The primary god of the Tamils was Sion or Murugan, and they worshipped some other gods like Sivan. Mayon means Vishnu, Indran, Varnan, and Kottravai. The hero stone worship was in practice. Children, we have studied about this hero stones in second term. That is the Veerakal or Nadukal. The ancient Tamils had a great respect for the heroes and those who died in the battlefield. The hero stones were erected to commemorate heroes who sacrificed their lives in war. And caste system did not present in Tamilagam as it is present in the northern India. But Varna system came to the Dravidian south comparatively late. Dress and ornaments. The rich people wore muslin cloth and fine cotton garments. The common people wore 2 pieces of cloths made of cotton. Women decorated their hair plaits with flowers. Both men and women wore variety of ornaments, and they were made up of gold, silver, pearls, precious stones, conch shells, and beads. And they were fond of using aromatic perfumes. Arts. When we see about this, they were used variety of musical instruments like drum, flute, and yal. And Karigalan was master of 7 notes of music, so he was called Elisai Vallavan. Singing people were called Panar and Viraliyar, and dancing people were called Kanigayar. Kuthu was the most important cultural practice of people during Sangam age. They developed the concept of Muttamil, that is, Iyal, Isai, and Nadagam. People who performed dance were called Kanigaya. And Kuthu, that means we can say folk drama, was the most important cultural practice of the people during Sangam age. They developed the concept of Muttamil, that is Iyal, Isai and Nadagam. Occupation. Children, when you see the occupations, many people were involved in agriculture, cattle rearing, fishing and hunting, and some others involved in the works like carpenter, blacksmith, goldsmith and potters. Weaving was the most common part-time occupation for the farmers. Those who are in agriculture, they did the weaving work as a part-time occupation. And this weaving was a regular full-time job for many others. There were many festivals. Among the harvest festival and the festival of spring, Kartigai were some of the important festivals celebrated during those periods. Indravila was celebrated in the capital. And when you see during this festival time, there were many amusements, that means for entertainment, and games also were present. And the games and the entertainment programs included dances, festivals, bullfights, cockfights, dice, hunting, wrestling and playing in swings. And children during those times played with the toy cart and also with the sand houses made by them. Trade. It existed at 3 levels: local, overland and overseas. During those periods, Tamilians were great seafarers. Warehouses, that means they are the storehouse for the goods, were built along the coast. The main ports had lighthouses. They were called Kalangarai Ilangu Sudar. There were 2 kinds of markets present in the leading cities like Puhar and Madurai. In Madurai, there were 2 kinds of markets. They are Nalangadi, that is the morning bazaar, and Alangadi, the evening bazaar. It will be present during the night time. In these markets, large varieties of goods were sold and they were purchased by the people. Major ports were Mussoorie, Tondi and Korkai. Main exports. What are the things they export from the seaport? Salt, pepper, pearls, ivory, silk, spices, diamonds, saffron, precious stones, muslin and sandalwood. And main imports were topaz, tin, wine, glass and horses. Export means we are selling goods from our country to other countries, and import means we are buying things from other countries. Tamilagam had trading relations between the countries like Greece, Rome, Egypt, China, Southeast Asia and Sri Lanka. Calabras. Towards the end of the 3rd century AD, the Sangam period slowly went into a decline. Following this period, the Calabras had occupied the Tamil country for about 2.5 centuries. We have only very little information about these Calabras because they left neither artifacts nor monuments. And the literary sources for this period include Tamil Navalar Charitai, Yapperankalam and Periya Puranam, Sivaga Sindhamani and Kundalakesi were also written during this period. In Tamilagam, Jainism and Buddhism became prominent during this period. And the introduction of Sanskrit and Prakrit languages had resulted in the development of a new script called Vatteluthu. Many works under Padinin Keelkanakku were composed. Composed means இயற்றப்பட்டன நூல்கள். 11 கீழ்கணக்கு சேர்ந்த பல நூல்கள் இயற்றப்பட்டன. And during this period, commerce and trade continued to flourish. So, Calabra period is not a dark age as it is portrayed. Thank you.